technical support representative here at LuxSci. In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure email autoresponders. To do this, log into your account, hover over Email, and then click on My Email Tools. Let me scroll down here on the left so we can see it. Okay, and then you'd need to expand the inbound email section, and then click on Email Autoresponders. And I don't have any, so let's create a new one. Okay, so then I can give it a title. Now this title is just for your purposes. It won't show up anywhere in the email itself. So I'm just going to call it My Autoresponder. Alright, and I'm going to actually not turn this on, but if you wanted it to turn on as soon as you hit Save Changes, you just select Active. I'm going to keep that inactive. And then you have this option here, the minimum interval between duplicate responses to the same address. So if someone sends you one email and then sends you another one, if they were with, let's say they sent within a couple of minutes, they'd only receive one autoresponder message. Of course, you can change this to 0 minutes, so then if they sent 2 emails to you within 5 minutes, they would get 2 autoresponder messages, one for each message that they send to you. We recommend that you probably keep it at the default hour, because in most cases, once someone receives a message back to you saying that you're away from your office, away from the desk, they are not going to want to send you another message. So the 1 hour default is probably best for most cases. Okay, and then I'm going to type in the subject here. So I'm going to say out of the office this week. Okay, and then select a signature. There's another video for webmail signatures, so you can change this here, but I'm going to select my default one, which is admin@tutorial.luxsci.com, and that's also the user that I'm logged in as right now. The encoding, you can most likely just leave this as the Western ISO default that you see there. Okay, and then you can create a message. You can use either text or HTML format. I'm actually going to select HTML and type in a quick message here. Okay, and then you can see, just typed in my message there. And as you've seen in some of the other videos, I can do things like make, or underline this, I should say, make it italic if I need to. So all those options are there. And then, let me scroll down here. Now you have the option to, how do you want this autoresponder to respond? Now you can, by default, have it respond to all messages that come into your user. The second option is any messages that are to a specific, an address in a specific domain. So, for example, let's say that mail is being forwarded to you from another domain name. Let's say I had my mail being forwarded from my LuxSci.com account to this account. What I could do is just put in LuxSci.com, and then any messages that were sent to that LuxSci.com domain are going to be essentially responded to with this autoresponder. So it would ignore anything else to admin@tutorial.luxsci.com. Then you have messages to a specific email address. Now you can just narrow this down. So in my case, let's say the mail was coming from will@luxsci.com. I can put that in here. And then any mail that comes into my account that was to will@luxsci.com would be responded to with this autoresponder. And then the fourth option here is messages matching selected custom email filters. I'm not going to go into email filters in this tutorial video, but that is an option there if you need it. Okay, and then the final thing down here is the automated window. And this is pretty important for most cases. Now, I'm going to be gone for the week, for example. So I'm going to check off I want this autoresponder automatically enabled during the time window specified, and then I can specify, let's say, this current week. So I'll go to next Saturday here, February 2nd, and you can even specify, you can drill it down to even a specific time that you want this to turn on and off. So I'll just say, for example, I'm going to be back that morning, so I'm going to set this to 9 o'clock in the morning. And then that's it for the autoresponders. Then all I have to do is hit Save Changes. And there you go. You see it's there, and you see that it is scheduled, and the little red square means that it's turned off right now. If you saw a little green triangle, that would mean that it is turned on right now. It might also say scheduled as well. And now let's say, for example, I actually want to turn this on right now. So what I'm going to do is uncheck that, save my changes here, and then you'll see it's inactive. And then I can click there to activate the autoresponder, and then I can click here to deactivate the autoresponder. And then I can also delete this autoresponder or click here to edit it, as I did a few moments ago. And that's all there is to autoresponders. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments on these videos, please feel free to contact us at 1-800-441-6612. Send an email to support@LuxSci.com. With any sales questions, you can call our 800 number, email sales@LuxSci.com, or chat with a sales representative by using the sales chat button on our website.